These two beautiful girls tied up the man. Then they dug a big hole outside. Threw the man tied up in Zongzi into the pit. Then start filling. At this time the man only has one head left. Can barely breathe air. The man insulted the two girls with vicious words. Unexpectedly, the black-haired girl got angry, lifted a statue and hit him on the head. But the brunette girl deliberately missed it. The man was scared into a cold sweat. The two girls are having fun. At this moment, only regret is left in the man's heart. I shouldn't have taken in these two girls. Just the day before, Tom's wife and children are going on vacation. Because Tom is too busy at work recently and can only stay at home. There was a heavy rain outside at night, just when he was going to bed. Two girls came outside the door. Look at the two girls, so pitiful. The man was obliged to take them in. But I personally think it has nothing to do with Sean's good appearance. If two lads knock on the door, he may not take in. The two girls were going to go to the prom. But the driver went the wrong way and sent them here. Tom then helped the two girls to call a taxi. Need to wait 45 minutes due to the weather. Two girls. I want to borrow the dryer at home to dry the clothes. Then they changed into bathrobes. The house has changed when Tom comes out. Girls heard that Tom likes tea. They cast their worshipful eyes on Tom. Then the two deliberately approached him. Facing the two girls who took the initiative to give and hug, Tom feels a little unnatural. He chose to sit opposite. But the two of them reluctantly approached him again. Obviously these girls want something to happen to him. At this moment, Tom's heart is a little tumbling. After all, we are also married. Should this be followed or should it be followed? Just then the taxi downstairs has arrived. But everything in front of me changed his perception of humans. The next day, the two girls have made bird smoke in the house. Look at this blonde girl when I'm miasma. He was eating in a dog's bowl. Tom plans to treat these two mentally abnormal girls. Send away. Because my wife might be back soon. Then he sent Anhai to a place where he could specify. Then he sent the girl to a designated workshop. Finally clean this time. When they got home, they revealed that there was a voice at home. In the living room, he saw the photo of the family portrait drop to the ground. Suddenly a dark figure appeared. When he woke up, he had been tied up into Zongzi. I also stuffed a pair of socks in my mouth. Brunette female wearing his suit. Provoke him with a variety of words while holding a microphone. But the blonde girl put on his wife's clothes. Come out to provoke. Then the girl put the headphones on his head. Then turn the volume to the maximum. At this time, Tom is tortured and has no love for life. But this game has just begun. Black hair. You asked him how long it takes to pick up the child from school. He is determined not to answer questions. Then I have to have another piece of music tortured. Second question. Ask him the married man who participated in this game. How many are alive? They immediately answered that no one is alive. The brunette girl called you out and got it right. Bamu was dumbfounded after reacting. It turns out that these two girls are looking for married men everywhere, have sex with men through various means, then kill each other. And the third question is whether you want to go to jail or be. Tom chose not to answer. When the girl was going to torture him again, the fire outside is his friend's wealth and honor at first. Tom immediately called for help. The yellow-haired woman gagged his mouth with socks. Hide him. The woman opened the door and said she was Tom's niece. 10 But riches and nobles do not believe. Because he knows that Tom doesn't have a niece at all. When riches come to art. I found paint all over the floor. He realized that there must be a problem with the two girls in front of him. At this time a strange sound came from the next room. The brunette took the opportunity to take away the wealthy asthma spray. Fortune saw Tom who was tied up. Let him be careful of these two girls. The wealth at this time rushed out of the room. Have to fight with two girls. And the two girls are now outside *, bad artwork. Watching expensive artworks destroyed. Rich stick has an asthma attack. Only then did I find that the spray in my pocket was gone. The black-haired girl took out that rant spray. Looking at the rich and honorable with provocative eyes. The two played a game. As a result, Wealthy slipped and fell to the ground. Got a box lunch. Then the two girls covered Fugi with newspapers. Painted on the paper again. Dry with a hairdryer. They made riches and honors into works of art. And then pushed into the car. Let's talk with my rich cell phone * Tom. Let's talk to SDF on Tom's cell phone. Put the charge on Tom. Tom released very poisonous words to insult the two girls. The expressions of the two girls changed a lot after listening. Decided to send her on the road tomorrow morning. Then the two girls saw off their artwork. Trampled on those architectural models. Smashed all the toys and overturned the shelf * broken the sofa. Out of print record worth tens of thousands. One by one. Then take the hammer oil into the broken yard. Smash those artistic statues. Subsequently, the two girls clasped the bowl on Tom's head. Cut him a most popular hairstyle. When a toy falls on the ground, no one leaked out. This makes black-haired girls happy. After tossing for a long time, I finally got a new toy. They unlocked Tom and gave him 30 seconds. Let him escape. Then the two girls will catch him again. Tom circled the villa and fled outside. Just when he was about to run out of the yard, tripped over a railing. At this time, the two girls have caught up. He shouted for help. The girl ridiculed him, saying that the neighbors around were not at home. Because the two girls have been eyeing him a long time ago, deliberately chose to seduce him when no one is around. The next morning, two girls threw him into a pit that can be dug. Then help him sit up and start filling with Teeman. Only let him show his head afterwards. Then he took out his mobile phone and dialed his wife's number. Want to surprise his wife. Tom yelled to let his wife report. But the girl is teasing him. Because the phone didn't get through at all. Brunette woman picked up a statue, aimed at his head and smashed it down. Girl deliberately missed. The man at this time was scared into a cold sweat. His mentality collapsed instantly. Two girls laughed in front of him. Continue to mock and provoke him. It turns out that the two girls have been running around. They are not for people. They just thought about big family. The two girls chose to leave. When Tom's wife came back to fight the door the next day, he was startled by the scene before him. Alright, thank you for your praise and attention. See you in the next issue.